Today we are jumping into a really delicious 10-minute savory snack that hits just the right notes of salty and like unexpected deliciousness. It's really good. It's my favorite turmeric nutritional yeast popcorn. It's a huge hit in my house. So glad that you've joined me for this fun recipe today. I'm Kelly Lisi. Welcome to the Blackboard Kitchen, where we are practicing cultivating a nourished life. One of the things that can really help nourish us well is paying attention to what we eat, how we fuel ourselves and our bodies, how it makes us feel, how it affects the world around us. And so this snack is a favorite because it hits all those things in a really nice way. So today you're gonna want to have a pot with a lid. I have mine set over medium-ish heat. You're also going to want a big bowl. Notice that mine is a lot larger than my pot. That's intentional because we want to be able to toss the popcorn with the seasoning really well. So this is a great spot for that. We need a small bowl in which we will mix the seasoning. And I like to use a slotted spoon for stirring the popcorn after it's done. If you don't have a slotted spoon, no problem. Any large spoon will do. So we are starting off with coconut oil. Coconut oil is really nice for popcorn. It adds kind of a really sweet note to it that I really love. Now, you know that I like to make things easy, make things as simple as possible. And so I don't measure things super precisely because usually we can get the job done really well and really deliciously without having to be too precise. When it comes to cooking, baking, different story. But here with cooking, we're gonna do, I just have a spoon and I'm gonna do 2 spoonfuls into the pot. And so what we'll do now is we'll let that coconut oil melt. As soon as it melts, that's when we will add in our popcorn kernels. Now, this style of making popcorn is so easy to do. We often turn to like the microwave popcorn bags because we think it's so fast, it's simple, it's convenient. But really stovetop popcorn doesn't take very much more time at all and is so much more delicious and better for us. So with this, we have just regular popcorn kernels. And what we'll do, now that the coconut oil is nice and liquidy and melted, I'm gonna pour these in and I'm going to sprinkle them in a single layer on the bottom of the pot. And the reason we want it to be a single layer is because if we get layers of kernels, like kernels and with kernels on top, can you see that? Then what happens is all the kernels don't get contact with the heat, and so they miss their chance to pop. So less is more here. We lightly cover the bottom, kind of shake it to spread them out in the oil, and then we pop our lid on. And my heat is right at medium. Now what I'm doing is really simple. I'm waiting until I hear that first pop, that first exciting pop. As soon as that happens, then I'll know that the popping has begun, and then I'm going to give the pot a shake, like every 15 seconds or so that any kernels that haven't yet touched that nice hot surface have a chance to, so they can explode up as well. While I'm waiting for the popping to begin, let's get our seasonings going. I'm actually going to mix my seasonings in here, and this is so simple and so good. The first ingredient today is nutritional yeast. This is a gluten-free vegan food item that has a really lovely, rich, cheesy flavor. It kind of tastes like Parmesan cheese. It looks a little bit like fish food, but it tastes so, so good. We will do a tablespoon of this. And again, it doesn't have to be exact. It might be a heaping tablespoon. It might be a little bit less, whatever works. Nutritional yeast is fun. It has a lot of vitamins and minerals in it and can be a really good dietary supplement for people who are vegetarian or vegan. So I love to add it in to stuff because it also just tastes really fantastic when I have the opportunity. The other main ingredient is turmeric. I like to do about ½ teaspoon, so I'm going to add that to my nutritional yeast. And my gosh, isn't it beautiful? Like the brightest orange. I love the way that it looks, so pretty. And the final ingredient for us, not popping yet, but wanted to just shake things there. But the final ingredient for us is salt. I'm going to use kosher salt because that's what I always have on hand in my kitchen. If you have iodized table salt, you can totally use that. That's fine. You will want to use less than what I'm using because that salt is a lot saltier, and a half teaspoon of that is going to be way too much here. I'm going to do a little bit, just a little bit under half a teaspoon here, and I'll add that to my mixture, and that's it. So simple, right? I'll stir those ingredients together, and then I'll just set that aside. As soon as my popcorn is hot and ready, then I will begin sprinkling it over the top. Now, this popcorn is our family's go-to snack for movie day. You know, we'll gather around, and I just heard the first pop, which is very exciting. But we'll gather around. My kids love to pull stools up and stand on them and look into the pot. We have a glass-lidded pot, which makes popcorn popping extra fun. Although, of course, you can pop popcorn with a solid metal lid as well. But we'll do that together and season it together and then pile in to watch a movie together, and that's always really special time. Another time that I love to serve this popcorn is like as an appetizer before a dinner party. You know, when you have people coming over and you want to just have something really light for them to snack on and not spoil their meal. I love doing a big bowl of popcorn with that. I'll get out a ladle and individual cups and let people just scoop themselves a cup of popcorn to snack on. It's a fun and delicious way to start off a night together. And of course, gosh, popcorn's just great for any time. Hanging out, being with friends, bringing to a potluck, highly recommend. Some of my other favorite popcorn seasonings, I love to do a flavor mix, kind of similar to what I would do for like a big pork shoulder, where I do brown sugar and paprika and garlic powder and cumin, other things like that. Mix all those together and do that on popcorn. That's another favorite. So once you have the basics down here, you can do a lot with it. My popcorn is just about done. I'm listening for about 10 seconds in between pops. We're there, we're ready. It's done. We take off the lid right away. We don't want to leave the lid on or the steam can make it soggy. And we're going to dress our popcorn right away. So we pour it in and hope that there are no kernels left. There are no kernels left, they all popped. That's like my favorite feeling when it comes to making popcorn. You're like, success. And now we want to get our seasoning on while it's still hot. Because the popcorn has like that layer of coconut oil, and so that makes it sticky, and while it's nice and hot, it can absorb the seasoning, and the oil helps it stick to it, so that you don't end up with just like your popcorn and then the seasoning in a layer at the bottom. You know how that goes. Nobody loves that. But we'll sprinkle this on. Toss it around. It's looking so delicious. And this smell, it just smells so good. I'm leaving a little bit in my bowl to sprinkle on the individual serving bowls. And look at that. We have a fantastic, pretty well coated bowl of popcorn. Now we serve it up. So take the individual bowl, and you can take just a little bit and sprinkle it over the top so that everybody is sure to get that deliciousness. And now we gotta give it a try. It's super good. It's salty. It's slightly sweet from the coconut oil. It has like this cheesy richness and just a fantastic flavor from the turmeric. It all comes together to make an exceptional bowl of popcorn. And we have our whole snack done, start to finish, in less than 10 minutes. How fun is that? So I hope that you have the perfect event to treat yourself or those that you love to a great bowl of popcorn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you'll come back to learn more quick and easy and really nourishing tips and snacks and meals from the Blackboard Kitchen. Again, I'm Kelly, and I'll see you next time.